Hello, hello. Nice to see you. I gotta figure out how to add music to this and maybe some boogieing or something. I was I did a ton of dishes today and a marathon of dishes after doing some cooking yesterday and then today too. And I realized I was listening to this hilarious radio station called I think it's 107.7 The Breeze or something. It's hilarious. They play a lot of the same songs, but like I think TLC, like, you know, don't chase waterfalls, don't get distracted by waterfalls. Some hilarious songs anyway, you know, in the glory of love, you know, like all good, awesome songs. But I'll figure out music maybe in the future. And some dancing, you know, because we're having as good of a time as we can during shelter in place. Today is day 32 of the 33-day self-care is our absolute best defense challenge. And so I think maybe like 8 years ago, I came up with this recipe that I want to share with you today. And it's a template. Think of a recipe as a template for numerous recipes. Because if you see an ingredient that you don't like and you're like, oh, I don't like you're a vegetarian and you're like, oh, I don't like whatever that meat is because I'm a vegetarian, or you don't like peas, you don't like whatever, you can substitute lots of ingredients. And so think about if you like the idea of the recipe, then you can substitute things. And you can ask me what to substitute, right? In the comments, ask me. If you comment, I get an email. It's pretty cool. And then I'll reply. So ask me for substitution. So what I like to do is create a recipe that is vegetarian. Like the foundation of the recipe is vegetarian. And then you can add other things to it, vegetables, proteins, whatever you have, right? Okay, so I cooked some quinoa. So today's theme is sort of like super easy recipe, which I think is my theme in general. Okay, so I cooked some quinoa. This is tricolored quinoa. I usually get it from Trader Joe's because it's rinsed. Not usually all the packaged quinoa is pre-rinsed. If it's not rinsed, then quinoa has this natural surfactant on it, which insects don't like. And so we also don't like it because it tastes really bitter and yucky. And so we want rinsed quinoa. And if you want to rinse it at home, like you might be like, oh, I want the not processed one that's not rinsed because that's better. No, you really want the rinsed one because you're going to have to rinse it. And you might not have the right colander. That the quinoa grains or seeds are super tiny. So if you don't have the right colander, you're going to lose a lot of the quinoa in your sink and you're going to be upset. And you're not going to be upset with me because it's not an option. Okay, so quinoa is one of the main ingredients. I'm just putting it in a bowl here just in case you can't see. I warmed up. These are frozen peas that I just sauteed really quickly. And usually the original recipe that I created, like super simple, I just I follow the how to cook quinoa video down there in the cooking video. So how to cook quinoa. And then in that recipe, I just add the peas and I add some dried fruit in that recipe and then the spices. And then it just cooks together and then done. And then you can add vegetables, you can add protein to that. So I'm kind of like piecing it together today for you special. Okay, so frozen peas. I'm just going to add half of these. So this is my green pan. I'm really excited about this pan. So I'm going with like 50-50. I'll probably end up just adding it later on after when you're not looking. But I'm kind of trying to make something that makes sense. I also sauteed some kale. So just add a cup of cooked kale. And I just sliced the garlic because it was faster for me to slice garlic and get more food cooked than to mince it. And I looked at the food processor and I was like, should I just bust it out in the food processor? And I was like, no, I can't deal with washing the food processor right now. That's how my head thinks. Okay, pinch of salt, some pepper. I'm gonna go with some lemon juice. Lemon juice, jugo de limón. I have a bit, whatever. I think I have a bit, I used to have a better accent than my knowledge base of Spanish. I used to know more Spanish also, but, you know, when you're out of practice, working in kitchens and stuff, there's usually a lot of Spanish speaking folk, so it's a good skill to have. But since I haven't been working in a restaurant for a while, I've lost my Spanish. This is roasted carrots. Oh my gosh. So I shared that I have a ton of carrots that I'm dealing with. So I roasted them. I love roasted carrots. They're so delicious. So this is with olive oil, salt, pepper, and I put garam masala, and then, which is a Indian spice mix, and then curry powder. So spiced roasted carrots, Indian spiced roasted carrots. So this is going to add sweetness. I've mentioned before about how you need to add sweetness to your foods so that maybe you'll less likely go for desserts, right? It's not, you know, I have a disclosure, it might not work for all people. Okay, so another way that I'm going to add some sweetness is I have some dried figs. And so I really like this this company. I'm not very good at reading cursive. So it's called Sunny Fruit. So it's individual figs, and there were 5 figs in here. Yeah, I think 5 figs. 5 figs for 120 calories. So I like the portion control one so that they don't get dried out, because these are moist figs. I like moist dried fruit. I know it sounds weird, but okay. So far, to, you know, bring it all together, I have, oh cool, I gotta go out of the frame to go get some olive oil. I'll be right back. Yeah, la 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 la, yay. I got some red wine vinegar just in case. All right, I'm back, don't worry. I was gonna come back. I wasn't gonna leave you. Okay, a teaspoon of olive oil. I have a lot of stuff crowding me. A little bit of my red wine vinegar. You could also use sherry vinegar or apple cider vinegar. So I'm going with a little lemon juice and a little bit of vinegar just to make things pop a little bit. I like using a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of citrus. Okay, so far this is gorgeous. It's really helpful to like yell and scream and dance. I don't know about yelling and screaming because that's not really what I'm doing. But okay, so I'm very happy about this. And of course, I'm not using an actual bowl. I decided to use something that's really flat so I could, you know, potentially show off how delicious this is. But I think you'll get the point. Okay, so what else you could add to this? So this is vegetarian, right? This is gorgeous and vegetarian. I would... Okay, I like how that looks. It's not really mixed, but you get the point. I broke the carrot, but that's okay, because it's gone in my belly and it's going to taste the same. Did I rhyme? I have no idea. Okay, so that's the salad. This is vegetarian as is. Taste it, sure. Add more cumin. Add cumin. Yay! Add more, I have curry powder and garam masala here. Add more to taste. And then what else was I going to do? Okay, I'm going to plate it for you and show off what I'm going to eat momentarily. This is my, I don't know, it's, you know how the weekends, the schedule of eating is a little bit different. I was super focused on getting a bunch of stuff done today. So I had basically like, it's about 4 p.m. on Saturday, sheltering in place here, and yay, I'm super stoked about this. So instead of peas, I would use, you know, chickpeas. I'm probably not going to be able to eat all this, actually. I'm going to go for like a big snack. That's what I'm doing right now, because I'll probably eat around 7 o'clock. I basically have like 3 small meals, and it's 4 o'clock now on Saturday. Okay, what else? I'm going to show you. Yay. Knife. Okay, so soft-boiled egg. We'll see how soft it is, but it's in the ballpark of soft-boiled egg. So those of you who eat eggs, I'm just going to cut it on the plate. And the salad is going to take the cut. Woo! Yeah. Where to put the knife? That's safe. Cool. It's really fun to sing, by the way. Okay, I'm going to show it to you. I hope you can see it. I can't tell because I don't see well. It's very runny, but the white is cooked. I put some black pepper on there and some sea salt. And I really like a little bit of olive tapenade. But this is good for me for now because I'm sparingly using my tapenade now. I'm rationing my tapenade. I may have mentioned that before. No, I know factually that I mentioned that. Okay, this is what I'm going to eat. So other options to add. So this is an awesome breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. Done. Easy. So you can have the salad made, or you can have these pieces, you know, roasted carrots in the refrigerator, sautéed kale, or some kind of other sautéed vegetables or leafy greens or whatever, or spinach, right? If you cook the quinoa, then you could just add something hot that you just cooked to like a bed of spinach, like on the plate, put a bed of spinach, and the residual heat from the quinoa and the carrots will cook the spinach, essentially, if that's what you want, or lightly cook the spinach. Okay, so what else did I want to show you could add? I have some hot smoked salmon that I could add. I need to eat that. I think by tomorrow. And then I got these cool artichokes, grilled artichokes. So you could add these to a salad like this. So there's sky's the limit with this kind of salad. So the idea is you have some sort of like whole grain, right? Or a bean, or both. So peas are a starchy vegetable. So you could substitute chickpeas or black beans, or, I mean, sky's the limit with this. Like, roast some parsnips with some carrots. Roast some summer squash, right? Delicious. Roast some cherry tomatoes and summer squash together. Add that to this. Roast some butternut squash. My goodness. Endless. So I really love the idea of having a template of a recipe and then have lots of options. Like, whoosh, you know, like it's kind of like a flow chart. You have this origin, right? The template, right? Protein and carbohydrate. And some of you guys it's really easy to get confused about the carbohydrates because some of them give us a lot of energy that we need. And then some of them are like the non-starchy vegetables, like the spinach, the kale, the carrots, the beets, the mushrooms, the sprouts, bell pepper, so many non-starchy vegetables. And then other starches like the whole grains and starchy vegetables give us energy. And so once you have the template of how to eat down, then you can run with so many ideas, right? So many ideas. Okay, cool. So I wanted to summarize that my protein source is from the peas, the quinoa, and the eggs. And you know, there's traces of protein in the veggies too. Okay, I'm gonna eat this because I got a meeting in a couple minutes. Cheers, and I will see you tomorrow, which is day 33 of the 33-day Self-Care is Our Best Defense Challenge. Cheers to that, and I look forward to seeing you. Good night, good day, good morning, whenever you're watching this, and I would love for you to share this channel with anybody you know. I would be greatly appreciative. So subscribe and share. A bucket of love is getting poured over you.